So I was talking about the expansionary monetary policy. After the increase in money supply, they just want interest rate to fall as much as possible so that investment can also increase as much as possible for income to also increase. But then if if money demand is interest elastic, it is too sensitive to interest rate. After they increase the quantity of money, we'll have what? The quantity of money will be more than the demand for money. So before we can restore equilibrium, money demand must increase. Money demand will only increase if there's a reduction in interest rate. But because the money demand is too sensitive to interest rate will fall by a very small value. Then money demand will fall by a larger value to restore equilibrium. But they want interest rate to really fall so that the investment can actually increase. But because money demand is too sensitive to interest rate doesn't fall much. So if interest rate is falling by a small value, then the increase in investment will be very small. And as a result, increase in income will also be very small. So when demand for money is interest elastic, monetary policy isn't effective. Okay, monetary policy isn't effective. So if you take the A, monetary policy won't be effective, but then fiscal policy will rather be effective. Okay. Then if you take the B, interest elasticity of investment is very low. Let's start with the fiscal policy. When you increase government spending, definitely interest rate will go up. When interest rate goes up, investment will fall. That is what causes the crowding out. Okay. But here, investment doesn't really respond to interest rate. So even after the increase in government spending, interest rate goes up, the fall in demand will be very low because the investment doesn't really respond to changes in interest rate. So interest rate will go up by a wider value, but then investment will fall by just a small value, which means that the crowding out is going to be low. Okay, so when interest elasticity of investment is low, fiscal policy is effective because the crowding out there is going to be low. But if you take the monetary one, okay, if you take monetary policy, when they increase their money supply by the 500 million, they want interest rate to fall so that investment will increase. Now, just assuming interest rate has fallen, even by a larger value, now investment doesn't really respond to interest rate. So even if interest rate falls by a larger value, the increase in investment will be very small, which means the increase in income too is going to be very small. But that is not what they are looking for. They want income to increase, and that can only go through an increase in investment. But investment doesn't really respond to interest rate, so the increase in investment is going to be very small, and then the increase in income is also going to be very small, making the monetary policy ineffective. Is that okay? Are we together?
Yes.
Any question? Any question? Please, just a minute. Hello.
Yes.
All right. So for the macro, I think it's left to the ASAD. I'm sure as for the past questions, still my brother will take you through some. But basically, based on what we have done, you should be able to solve any question on ISLM. Okay. So I'll try and go through the ASAD notes today. So hopefully tomorrow we'll meet and then we'll finish with the macro. Okay. But I'm urging you to sit up and then get a better understanding of it. You see, this macro is the cheapest at the department. This one is the cheapest, so this one everyone should get A. Everyone should get A. Next semester's one is not as friendly as this one, so let's make sure we are getting the best in this one. Okay. So tomorrow I'll give you the time that we can meet. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Oh, please, the videos.
Yes, the video.
Can you send the YouTube link directly, not through the Google Drive, because mine doesn't open.
The videos are not on YouTube. They're in my Google Drive. I don't just put them there because you guys are paying, and I just put them there for those who are not paying to enjoy. As soon as I put it there, they cannot watch them. So you let me try sharing them through your mails and see if.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.